pen review. Wrist check. Anyway, so today we're gonna talk about cheap pens, homages or replicas in fountain pens, entry-level pens like the dollar pen, and how sometimes cheaper pens or homages or replicas can be good and sometimes they can really not be good. And the real thing is, you know, the best option. So let me start talking about that. Anyway, wait, I gotta get out one pen before I start this off. Pause. Okay, play again. I'm back with more pens. Let's put this aside. This is the highest quality paper I have. Now let's talk about piston fillers first. So piston filler. Okay. Piston fillers, the dollar. The best piston filler we know is the Twisby Eco, right? But the dollar isn't half bad. I mean, it's $100. Extra taka, you can get it anywhere, made in Pakistan. Quality control is pretty good, has a really large ink capacity, and I don't think it ever let me down while writing. I mean, it writes pretty well. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. There we go. Mango chutney. Not a problem, not an issue. So I don't think you should skip on this pen. If this is your starter pen, be proud of it. We all see the Twisbys and we all see the big boys and think, when can I afford that? Well, for us to afford that, it's gonna take time, bro. I mean, for most of us, just saying, but like, this is a good pen. This is a good investment. Just start off with this. Okay, it's gonna write on cheaper paper. Let me see if I have some cheaper paper and demonstrate. Here's some cheap paper. My name is Kareem. Writes on it just fine. Bleeds a tiny bit. My handwriting is small, so if you have a bigger handwriting, obviously it's gonna be better. My name is a beer. This is good. Does it ghost? Yes. But reverse? Still ghosts. So, what's the alternative? Using a fine pen. Now, using a fine nibbed pen is a good alternative, but not gonna still work on a lot of papers because you're using fountain pens at the end of the day. But if you're using a super fine Japanese nib, not gonna ghost. Okay? So, fine nib. If you're going for a fine nib, I say get a Wing Sun super fine nib if you're on a budget. Other than that, If you just want a nice wet writer, dependable with the large ink capacity, go for the $1. Cause come on, not everyone can buy a 2-speed. Other than that, there's this other vac filler I have. My bad. There's another piston filler I have, which is the Lyoshi. So this Lyoshi pen, really good writer, really good writer. It's an extra fine, if you can see that, EF. This is a really good writer. This cost me about 600 bucks, 600 taka. Step up from this, I guess. Just don't go for twist bees right away. These are really nice. These are fully, what can I say? Fully, what's the word? Fuck. Sorry. You can take them apart fully, basically. You can take them apart fully and you can put them back together and clean them properly. All the pistons, all the ink, everything. So don't go for twist bees right away. Now, these are good examples of cheaper pens, cheaper alternatives to good pens. Next up, we have 2 more contenders in the cheaper alternatives of good pens. I don't have inks in them, but these are the Jinhao. It doesn't say the. I think these are 922s. Okay, Jinhao 922s. Anyway, these are really good. Monteverde has something like this. So the Sailor, I would say get the Jinhao 922s. They're 250 bucks, man. Luisho Ponchash Takai. You can get really good writers, like amazing writers. These will not disappoint you. Okay, comes in many colorways. Just get them. Next up, I already talked about the Lan B2 3088. Homage to the Platinum Kuridas and to the palette capless. Amazing writer. I cannot get over this pen, honestly. 750 টাকায় আমি যদি 12,500 টাকার পেন কিনতে পারি, I mean close to that, or at least 6,500, which is the Platinum Kuridas. Come on, man. You can't skip on this. So, now let's talk about a failure. The Bina Magic, an Indian pen. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't have a nib. Why not? Because it's magic. You do this to get the nib out. The nib was so bad, I had to pretty much swap it out with the Jinhao nib right away. But the mechanism is so sloppy and just not smooth. It's so, oh my god, it just feels like shit. The ink flow, it dries out. It's just not worth it. The gimmick is not worth it. Honestly, it's just one extra step to write. Like, you're gonna get it out and bring this out. Who's gonna be impressed with that? Just get a fucking Mont Blanc out and everyone's gonna drop their jaws. Like, come on. Don't try to do this. This is an old-timey pen and they try to put an homage on it. Good effort, but failure in my point of view. Cheap, but not worth it. Waste of money. Now let's go to acrylics, okay? For acrylics, I have these two. The HYL and the Moonman. Really, really close, okay? The HYL completely ripped off the Moonman. The ink goes down here, and the HYL, the Moonman, stops here. But the difference, the weight difference, the difference in material, you can feel it. The Moonman is just extraordinary in build quality. Absolutely amazing and performs every single time, okay? Ajandiche, let's pause. Alright, so let's continue. Look at the nib. How beautiful is that Moonman nib? Look at the feed. How beautiful is it? Super nice feed. It's just super well made. You cannot argue with that. I've been using this for years and not a single scratch on it. I mean, I swear. This comes in this little package. Let me zoom out a bit. Alright. With the pipette. Moonman comes in this package, of course, like the M2 I have here. Same with the M1, comes in a package like this, but it's a plastic package, comes with a luxurious pipette. Anyway, or ink dropper, whatever you may call it. Pipette is the chemistry term. Let's look at the nib in this. The nib is also quite well done, right? But the feed is just any normal Chinese feed. It's nothing special. Like, look at the comparison of the nibs. And look at the comparison of the feeds. This keeps up, this doesn't dry off, this is nothing special, alright? The plastic, the acrylic, this is thinner, this is much thicker. You can already see from the silhouettes. This is 400 taka, this is 1500 taka. Worth the investment, I would say, for the Moonman. The Moonman writes amazingly. I will not ever get over how consistent the Moonman is. I mean, come on, man, come on. I just love this pen. It's so smooth, so consistent. Great for drawing, great for writing, great for everything. But on the other hand, if you don't have 1500 taka to invest in the Moonman, which I keep in my, where is it? Where is it? In my leather pouch, because I just love it so much. It's a nice little pouch. Then the HYL. The nib is not scratchy. All right. The quick brown fox mango chutney. All right. The nib is not scratchy. It gives out a good amount of ink every single time. It's up there with the Moonman. I will not complain about this pen at all. I swear, it's good. So, if you can't invest the money on the Moonman, 1500, which I would say do, Because if this falls from your hand, it's gonna crack. The Moonman, fuck it. I don't care. Nothing's gonna happen to this acrylic, I swear to God. This is gonna crack, bro. Not the same quality, but the writing experience, I wouldn't say it's that much difference for 1/3 of the money. So yeah, go for it. Go for the HYL if you can't afford the Moonman. I would say that. Another homage. Here it is. This is a Jinhao. I forgot the serial number, but this is a Namiki Yukari Royale homage. Alright, number 6 nib. Does it write well? Let's see. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's write Namiki Yukari Royale. Very, very, very wet writer. This ink is just, oh my god. I mean, I made this ink. It's called Poet's Blood, but this pen is a very wet writer. The nib, the feed, everything is just so well done. I mean, come on point. The inside is plastic. This is metal. Might cause some scratches, but if you're just careful with it, it's gonna run you a long time. This is just a pristine looking, really good writer. You bring this out, everyone's gonna be like, what is that? Looks cool. Very well done. 950 to 1050 taka. Really, really, really fucking well done. I will say that. I'm impressed. I swear to God. So, what else do I have? Airmail. Now, Airmail is Indian made acrylic, right? Has a size 6 nib. Not bad. Ebonite feed. It does burp. Okay, it does burp, which I have not found in any of my Moonman or even in the HYL. It doesn't burp the Moonmans or HYLs. Those are ink droppers, tank fillers. It doesn't burp, but this burps. And the inside gets stained. You see, it's not as clear as a Moonman would be. Let me just show you an example. Let me get my M2 out of the box. I just got another one because I love it so much, and I haven't filled it up. The M2. Let me get the cartridge out so you can have a better viewing experience. Look, the M2, crystal fucking clear. Not a single problem, alright? And it will never have a single problem because when I wash out the ink, nothing stays in. Nothing. My Moonman M2, sorry, this is a C1. My Moonman M2, nothing stays in. Nothing stains. New ink, new color. This, same thing. The acrylic is so good. But for these, I used red. You can see some red residues here. and the inside really just gets, I don't know, it just gets foggy, right? When you put the ink in there, it doesn't look bad, but it just gets foggy. I mean, I wouldn't complain. This is 750 or 650 taka. Indian made. This is still a very well made, really, really, really rugged fountain pen. Like, you can beat shit up with this and nothing's gonna happen. And this is nice. Airmail is a really good company. I have more pens from them, but this is just the one clear acrylic I have. The other ones aren't clear, but this is really nice. Compared to this is obviously super nice, but this is 2K. 3000 taka. This is 650 or 750, depending on the availability. পেন বাজার বেরিতে মিজান ভাইকে যদি বলেন এনে দিতে পারে বা ওনার কাছে স্টকে থাকতে পারে, জিজ্ঞেস করতে হবে। তাছাড়া Moonman, you can just get it off of Daraz. So, that being said, is this worth giving up on this? Yes, if you don't have the money, but if you can wait to save up 2K for this, definitely, absolutely go for this. I would say that. Because fountain pens are investments, right? Some pieces are just investments. For example, as I said, the HYL and this, if you get this, I don't think you need to experience the M2. You can already experience it in this if you take good care of it. But for something like the C1, the C1 is a whole different ballpark. You gotta experience it, right? So don't always cheap out. Something like this, the Lan B2, this is good enough to experience the platinum corridors. You don't need the corridors, just get this. Good enough. If you really want to save up 12,500 taka, 12,500 taka, you can get a pilot, but you know, the resale on that is not going to be worth it. And don't buy pens to resell, just buy pens to use. That's what I'm going to say. If you're not going to buy pens to use, then there's no point. Don't buy pens to resell, right? So yeah, if you're getting pens to buy for using, get the cheaper ones if you can right now, or wait a bit. If the difference is not way too much, wait a bit, এক মাস 2 মাস সবর করে, get the better one. It's gonna last you a long time and give you a better feeling about the purchase, right? So that's about it. Also, one more thing I wanted to talk about is this little piece of shit, the Bauer Mont Blanc Skywalker Air, মানে কি বলবো, নামটা একদম নষ্ট করে দিয়েছে। The nib dries out. I'm gonna change the nib. I'm gonna change the feed. It's just so shit. It's just a cool pen because it can cap onto both ends, screw onto both ends. But like, I have an actual Mont Blanc 149, right? I have an actual Mont Blanc 149, and I don't need that. I don't need that shit. This is wet enough. I don't need the Skywalker. I don't need it. But yeah, I'm not gonna invest in any more Mont Blancs unless they're vintage. But yeah, this I'm gonna work on the nib. I'm gonna work on the feet and try to redeem it just because I like holding it. I like how it looks and feels, but not worth it, bro. Not worth it. 650 টাকা নষ্ট হলো, তার থেকে এটা আমি আরো যদি 3টা কিনতাম অনেক কাজে লাগতো, honestly. But I do want to share one pen with you, which is a Hero Scholar. This is not available in Bangladesh. This pen came from China. Ali to BD. 3 মাস বলছিল, না 2.5 মাস বলছিল, 8 মাস পরে পাইছি, 9 মাস পরে পাইছি. But the nib, the writing experience, I would say is worth the wait. This is just absolutely amazing. I cannot explain how amazing that is. So, anyway, as I was saying, extra টাকা থাকলে start your collection. Extra টাকা থাকলে start your collection. Start your collection with, where's the dollar? Where's the dollar? Dollar look, I guess. Fuck. Can't find it. Yeah, there it is. Extra টাকা থাকলে start with the dollar. This is really good. Or start with a Hero hooded nib pen. Can't go wrong. Extra 40 টাকা দিয়ে Daraz থেকে you can get this, which is a Wing Sun 727 dual nib. This has a nib here, which is a ballpoint pen. Works. Doesn't work out of the box. You need to insert a different nib here. And look at this beauty of a nib. A rolled over nib that writes super, super nice. Alright? Don't miss out. Extra 40 টাকা. What the hell? Just get it. Just get it. Darazeyası. Extra 40. You have a good collection starting out. Get some hooded nibs. Start small. Get some Jinhao 922s. Looks cool. Looks great. Honestly, just looks slick. Tarpor, you can just invest more, man. Invest more and get to the top dogs. And yeah, don't see other people's pens and be like, oh, I want that, I need that right now. You really don't. You just need to write, you just need to draw, you just need to have a pen that works. It's supposed to work, it's supposed to write. It's your hobby. It's your life doesn't depend on it. It's a lot of money that you're wasting from your income, and I'm not one to talk about income or how your expenses are spent, but it's a large amount. Just don't impulse buy stuff you see just coming out and stuff. Brand names, Twisby, the new pilots, getting a custom 74 or whatever. Just chill out. A gold nib feels great, but not all gold nibs feel great. trust me. Unless it's the Mont Blanc 147, sorry, 146 or 149, or a Pelican M600. Any other gold nib feels shit. I'm just gonna tell you that right away. I have gold nibs. I have vintage gold nibs here, right here, palettes. Don't feel the difference, man. Don't feel the difference. Just start off on your journey and keep collecting from small. As they go big, and if you want to save up and buy a big one, Egbert, then go for that. Do not spend on a smaller one right now, get a bigger one next month, and then be in debt or have to sell it off. No, if you buy it, you keep it, you use it, that's the point. If you don't use your pens, then there's no point, man. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you liked the video. And yeah, as I said, not always the fake ones or the replicas are gonna give you a good taste in the mouth, like this shit, fuck that, like this shit, fuck that. But the other ones are pretty good. You just have to look at reviews online on YouTube, or yours truly, just let me know, hit me up and ask me about it. And if you want any of the pens from me, I do have a page where I sell pens. I will give my Instagram in the caption where I sell pens, so you can just call me up, hit me up, I'll contact you. And I make custom inks as well. I made this custom ink yesterday for one of our group members. She asked me to make a custom ink that is olive and brown, like in the middle of olive and brown. I will show you just a tiny bit of it, and here's how it looks. And I think I did a good job. She really likes it. Okay. Also, this paper is super non-absorbent, so don't look at that. But she really loves this color. So yeah, if you want custom inks, hit me up. If you want custom grinds, hit me up. Or more pen talks, pen reviews, hit me up. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.